Myanmar is a uniquely diverse nation. We have officially more than 135 ethnic minority, and we have more than 110 language. Also different political ideology and diversity in terms of religions. At the center of Yangon city, where you will see a mosque next to a church and a church next to a Buddhist temple, neighboring a Hindu temple. What I'm trying to say here is Myanmar is a very diverse nation, but pluralism has been always threatened by different factors. People, they need food, they need shelter, and also power. That is why they fight each other. The challenge that we have been facing as a nation in Myanmar, we have 70 years long civil war that has been rooted from a difference of ethnicity or religions or language. Lately onward from 2012, you can see the narrative in the headline of the international news, the Rohingya crisis as well, and followed by 1 million people fleeing to Bangladesh. So these people, they are struggling to survive. They run away to escape from battles, to escape from being looted or being burned down their houses and things like that.
There are a lot of communities in Myanmar who are also suffering, who have also gone through 60 years of dictatorship, who have also been traumatized by systematic abuses, and are also still reeling from the devastating impacts of violence.
It's rooted from a very simple fact that we do not recognize each other's strength, that we are different. In a country like Myanmar, which is very rich in terms of its natural resource and is strategically located between China and India, the human value is very less. And we time to time see just because we are different from one another, we are less human. So we need to break out this kind of mentality through promoting of pluralism. Center for Social Integrity is founded with the idea of promoting pluralism, diversity, and inclusions in every center of its program.
We first started hearing about the Center for Social Integrity in the aftermath of the 2017 violence, when more than 700,000 Rohingya were forced out of Myanmar, out of Rakhine State, into Bangladesh. There were quite a lot of issues with access for humanitarian aid and development aid. The center was one of the few organizations that was able to have access.
Where we cover ranges of projects that include social change, dialogue, and fostering the tolerance among different diverse groups. We are trying to empower community, build their resilience through this peace and conflict initiative. We believe that building peace, promoting pluralism, celebrating diversity, these are not a standalone concept. These are interconnected with different human needs that include biological and physical needs.
We recognize what the problems are with humanitarian and development models. For the most part, it is internationals coming into a context, believing that they have the answers to the community needs. I think what sets CSI apart in their approach is you're working with people who are already from these communities. You have people who have much better understanding around how communities will react when you bring in resources from the outside, and how bringing in these resources will affect power dynamics and the way that communities already interact with each other.
I would say 80% of our staff members come from the community. And who would better understand their own problem than the community itself? A lot of youths are misused and their potential are destroyed by the decisions that are being taken on behalf of them. We need generation change leaders.
The Center for Social Integrity has a transformative leadership program They choose young people from conflict-affected areas, people from the different ethnic minority groups, and provide them with the opportunity to undergo a training process on leadership, on the basics of conflict and peace, in recognition of the fact that it will be these young people who will provide opportunities to change the way that their communities think in the aftermath of conflict.
We can connect young leaders to exchange their views and to understand each other's struggle. I was very much afraid that I will not be able to bring people together in the same room to talk. I was fearful that they will be allergic to these values in this era, especially where there is a lot of political change ongoing, and these values are usually undermined with xenophobia and Islamophobia. I believe in change. Additionally, I believe in transformations. And I see change and transformations not only result, it's a process that we need to move forward with. In shaping the world to be a better place for everyone to live, youth, regardless of who they are, plays a very critical role. It's a long way forward, as he says, but it's need to come from a very grassroots level, attitude change, mindset change of the people. An ordinary youth could do extraordinary work and contribute to a nation extraordinarily when they're empowered. So that's what I'm trying to do.